their 50th anniversary of their performance vehicles is a pretty big thing, and they're celebrating it here in New York City at the auto show.
Last night we honored the 50th anniversary of the original Datsun 240Z at the Pier Hotel, the site of its US introduction in 1969. Those performance credentials were strengthened further with the help of people like Peter Brock, who raced the legendary Datsun VRE 2000, the Datsun 510, and of course the 240Z. If you weren't excited about our cars' performance before, you definitely were after seeing them beating, bigger and more powerful rivals.
That whole heritage and history and what we created that long ago still resonates here, and it continues on with passion that tomorrow's got, as we've got all the new cars that are going. So from there to here, it's night and day, and I love what they've done on it, but they're far, far beyond anything that we ever done. We were so naive compared to what's being done now. It's fantastic.
Become associated with Datsun?
Well, it was an exciting time because at that time, remember, 50 years ago, everybody was focused on the cars from Europe, the Porsches and the Triumph, and for Nissan to come out, nothing had ever been seen like this. And we started out as a privateer team racing a couple of 2000, and the first year we came out of nowhere on the West Coast and won the Pacific Coast Division Championship. We qualified 2 cars for the National Championship runoffs. Never expected by anybody at all. And from that point on, we were invited by Mr. Katayama, who was then the president of Nissan, invited me up to his office. It surprised me. He showed me the pictures of the 240Z, which absolutely blew me away, and asked us to run the team for the next 2 years. It was the greatest compliment as a team owner and manager and a racer that a guy could ever have. It was fabulous.
Yeah, that's fantastic, and I commend Nissan or Datsun at the time to wanting to try to get into racing and into American racing and work with guys like you to make that happen. Do you have a favorite racing car from your VRE racing days?
Well, it has to be the 240Z because that's a car that really launched us. I mean, the 2000 put us on the first step, but when Mr. Katayama gave us that opportunity, and that car had already developed in Japan by Mr. Tamura, he was giving us a present that already had his development in it, and enabled us to go off and win 2 national championships in a row right out of the box, which was never expected. A total change, and it really launched the whole image of Nissan in the United States at that time. Until nobody, if it hadn't been for Mr. Katayama and his vision of where we were going to go, it never would have happened. And if we hadn't gotten the cars from Mr. Tamura, it wouldn't have happened. So that combination really lit it off and made it for us. Before that, people didn't really understand what capability Japanese cars had. And when Tamura-san had that car guy feeling of making a super quality product, and Mr. Katayama's vision of building a super slick car that had everything that the American market needed, and then we could make that into a race car, was really the success of the whole thing.
Good to meet you guys.
I got a question. Why is it important that automakers get into performance vehicles?
Yes.
Why is it important that they have a presence in performance vehicles? Automakers.
Because it's part of the whole history of the automobile. You've got to understand, it's not a computer anymore. It's something that you live with and move with. That's the part of it that's enjoyable in driving. That you have to love it.
And you still do.
I love it, absolutely.
Nice meeting you.